Now let me take up health. When I say health, it doesn't only mean the absence of diseases, but it also includes the ability to realize one's potential. So there are certain indicators of health for a society. Number one, infant mortality rate. Number two, death rate. Infant mortality rate. What is that? It is the number of deaths of infants before reaching the age of 1 in a particular year per 1,000 live births during that year. So infant mortality rate is nothing but the number of deaths of infants per 1,000 live births. When I say infant, infant means child whose age is below 1 year. That we call it infant. For example, in India, the infant mortality rate in 1951 was 147. It is very high. Now it has reduced. In 2017 figure, it has reduced to 34 per 1,000. That means our health condition is improving. Improvement in the health of population is one of the top priority of the government. Health infrastructure. So to say that health infrastructure, it includes hospitals, doctors, nurses, beds, paramedical professionals, equipment required in hospitals, well-developed pharmaceutical industries. These all things are coming under what is known as health infrastructure. And it is very important. Why it is important? As I mentioned earlier, it is important because development of health infrastructure ensures a country of healthy manpower for the production of goods and services. That means for economic growth and development. See, if you compare the number of medical colleges, dental colleges across India, you will find that maximum number of colleges are concentrated or confined in the states of Andhra Pradesh, in the states of Karnataka, in the states of Maharashtra, in the states of Tamil Nadu. And these states, the health infrastructure is quite advanced as compared with the other states. And remember, to make proper development of health facilities, it should be accessible to all the people. It should be made available to all the sections of the society. Fine. Now, to promote health facilities, the government has launched various schemes. Among them, I'll mention some of them. National Health Mission, which was launched in 2013. What was the main objective? The main objective is to enable universal access to health facilities, to provide health facilities to all the sections of the society, whether rich, poor. Then, so now we have done what is known as National Health Mission. Then you must have heard about Swachh Bharat Mission. Swachh Bharat Mission was launched on 2nd October 2014. What was the main objective? To achieve the objective of open defecation free India. You must have seen the movie Toilet. So you must be knowing that. Fine. So in order to promote more facilities to the public, National Health Policy 2017 was announced. And the major focus of the policy was to increase expenditure on health sector from 1.15% of GDP, that is gross domestic product, to 2.5% of GDP by 2025. And it also says that the health facilities should be provided free, should be provided comprehensive primary health care services, among others. Then let's come to unemployment. So what is unemployment? When I say unemployment, it refers to a situation when people in the age group of 15 to 59 years is willing to work, is capable of working at the going wage rate, but cannot find job. Then the person is said to be unemployed. So unemployment, remember, it leads to wastage of manpower. It increases poverty in the society. It tends to increase economic overload. The quality of life and that of society will also get adversely affected because of unemployment. So there are certain types of unemployments. Some of them seasonal unemployment, then disguised unemployment, educated unemployment, structural unemployment. First, let me take up seasonal unemployment. Seasonal unemployment, it happens when people are not able to find jobs during some months of the year. During what? During some months of the year. Remember, it is generally seen in rural India, in agricultural sector. Then comes disguised unemployment. Remember, it is disguised unemployment generally occurs because of employing more than what is necessary or what is required. Let me explain it by giving example. When a work requires the services of 5 people, but you are engaging, for example, 8 people, 3 people are extra here. You require only 5, but you are employing 8. So 3 people are extra. If these 3 people can be removed without affecting productivity, then these 3 people are said to be disguisedly unemployed. Then comes educated unemployment. Educated unemployment, remember, it generally appears in the urban area, urban India. When a person is educated and he is not able to find a suitable, efficient job, then he is an educated unemployed person. Then comes your structural unemployment. Structural unemployment, remember, it arises due to structural change, that is change in technology. When I say structural change, it means gradual decline in some kind of industries and emergence of others. See, before mobile phones were coming up, there was an instrument known as pager. Now it is gone. You must have seen typewriter. Now it is gone. What has come up? Computers, laptops have come up. So those people who were employed in the production of typewriters, now they become unemployed. Why? Because of change in structure of the economy. Okay. Then see, if you see the employment scenario in the 3 sectors that we had discussed, primary sector, that is primarily agricultural sector, secondary sector, tertiary sector, you will find certain things there, interesting things there. Most labor force are engaged in agricultural sector in India. According to 2011 census, about 54.6% of India's population, they are engaged in agricultural sector. Then secondary sector. See, within this secondary sector, there is a sector known as small scale enterprise. When I say small scale enterprise, it is that production unit where investment is from rupees 25 lakhs and less than rupees 5 crores in plants and machineries, buildings, machines, tables, computers, etc. So this small scale enterprises, they absorb the most labor force in the secondary sector. Remember, small scale enterprise, they are very important in the development of India's economy. At present, 40% of India's exports are contributed by this small scale enterprise. Then tertiary sector. Tertiary sector, it contributes the largest share in the country's GDP, country's income. And its share of services in employment in 2014 is 28.7%. And remember, it is the key driver of India's economic growth. So all these three sectors, what you have seen is that employment is being generated in all the three sectors. As the economy develops, the share of contribution by the agricultural sector goes on declining, and that of other two sectors goes on increasing. Generation of employment is an important task to be taken in an economy. How can it be generated? Some of the actions are listed here. More investment in agriculture. It will also lead to creation of employment. For example, say provision of irrigation facility. It should be increased. Why? Because this will make people engage more time in cultivation, and hence it will reduce the problem of unemployment. Second is development of infrastructure. See, as people began to produce more than what is required, then they will now be trying to sell their surplus in the market. This will call for what? This requires better infrastructure facilities like better roads, transportation facility, communication facility, storage facility, etc. And thus this will help in the creation of employment. Next is provision of loans. See, in India, we require timely and adequate credit facility. It has to be provided. And credit also needs to be provided to those who are in need. There are many people who have skill, but they do not have financial resources to use their skill in order to generate goods and services. And then there are actions taken up by the government to generate employment. For example, say you must have heard MGNREGA, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. Then schemes like Pradhan Mantri Protsahan Yojana, etc. MGNREGA. See, under this scheme, National Rural Employment Guarantee Act was enacted in September 2005, and it came into force in February 2006, and then from October 2009 it was renamed as MGNREGA. So the main features of this scheme are to provide 100 days of wage employment in a year. There is 1/3 reservation for women, etc. Then the other scheme, that is Pradhan Mantri Protsahan Yojana. It was implemented in 2016-17. It is mainly to promote employment generation, and such schemes are required in the economy for employment generations. Thank you, class.